What can I look out of today? I'll look over here. Anyway, it's a nice sunny sky. I probably need to wash my blankets today. I haven't washed them for like 2 weeks. I usually wash them once a week, but with winter around, I don't have any spare sets of blankets, so with the winter around, I don't wash them so often because they take 2 days to dry and but when we have a dryer, I'll be able to wash them once a week because it's only the fact that we don't have a dryer and I can't wait 2 days. I have to put them on the bed sort of half wet if they're not dry by the end of a day, so I'll wait for a really sunny day that almost feels like summer. So I think today's the day. I need to wash my jumper and a few other things anyways, probably my pajamas, but yeah. But aside from washing today, what am I doing? I don't know, I could try and study. I get everything wrong in my course though. I'm having trouble with it. I haven't gotten the results back from the other course. There's still 2 assignments undone. But with my marketing course, I'm just finding it difficult to get a good handle in it. It's not like I don't know things, but actually I don't know very much in general, but I'm having a hard trouble understanding what on earth I'm supposed to be doing. So, I mean, I'm only really guessing whenever I hand in an assignment early. It's not very straightforward. You think a question's straightforward, but then you digest it wrong, and you know I don't know. It still seems like some sort of something I don't understand very well. So I'm not really a thinker. I don't really want to understand the formula of trying to ascertain some sort of thing for a certain way. Like, I'm not into really thinking, I just want to answer, I don't want to think of formulas. Same with administration. I don't really like thinking about, unless something's a template, I don't really like thinking about things, So that's why I don't really go for administrative jobs in general, because I think they're a bit too hard for me. I don't like to think. I just like to do, really. And that's what you do in customer service. You don't think, you just talk to customers, How in data entry, you don't think, you just listen to what the customers are saying and you put in your data, etc. So, I don't like thinking. My brain's like half dead. No, I just hate thinking. Like, I don't mind thinking about easy things, but when it comes to complex things you don't understand, I'm like, having a bad time because I don't understand it and I don't really care about it. So, I don't like to waste my brain on things I don't understand. To say that it's not that I can't learn, it's not that I can't think, I just couldn't be bothered. I'm not the kind of person who could be bothered doing something meticulously, So, I like things sort of base level a lot, so I try and get things, job site and stuff that are easy for me. So that's why I don't really care for much for administration. I'd probably want more office work. You definitely want something that involves customer service, and then, if it has boardroom meetings, I mean, you could put your input and stuff. But I don't like to really think about things too much. You just sort of want to just put your input in, part of a group discussion, maybe listen, maybe form an idea. If you can do a speech, I can do speeches and whatnot, but I just don't like to think about the nitty-gritty, I just like to be the slop. So I'm not enjoying my courses. I don't have a clue on what on earth they're about. I'm going, I can't believe I signed up for this. I'm having such a bad time every time I send in something and get it back. I just really want to throw it away. But sure enough, I have the wrong answers. But I don't like getting it back and I have to do it again and again and again. So I'm not really understanding what on earth they're talking about with a certain thing, but I just sort of waffle on. I'm trying to get a job right now. I've been trying to get a job for ages, but nothing's really working. I just apply and apply and apply. Every day I wake up, the first thing I do is look on Seek for jobs. And then stuff. Which reminds me I have to do something on the internet today. Have to fill in my job report for to get my money. But no, I'm looking for work. I wouldn't mind a work from home position, but they're too hard. There's this one that's an hour and a half away. I have to go an hour and a half away and catch a taxi. I have to go all that way just to go to an interview, all that way just to go to training, and I have no idea if it's dirty or clean. I'd want it clean. I probably should have done it, but I've sort of been, they lost their temper and they pretended that they can't understand what on earth I'm saying. I'm sick of it because I don't like it being so far away. I could try and ask them, oh, hey, can I, but, I don't know, I hate going off my route. My route's to the city and back. It's not too far further than the city towards the Gold Coast. Or wherever, I don't know where it's going to, but, end up at a train station, you need to order a taxi, you need to go 10 minutes to a factory, who knows what on earth is in there, It's one of those places which have an inky past. People got, some kind of contagious disease ages ago. Who knows what's there now? So that's why I don't go past the city. I want everything to be clean. I want most city jobs that are supposed to be clean, So I'm most attracted to the city. If it was in the city, I'd probably show up. Who wouldn't want to work from home? But I don't know. I still wouldn't mind the job. I just don't want to go over there to bloody meet someone who's bloody a lunatic. My brain's going, oh, don't bother, they're just going to be a crap hole, There's still people who have, inky legislation and they don't treat people right, and that could be one of the places, is what I'm thinking. And if it weren't, it might be now that I've sort of, made them lose their temper, so I just said, screw it, I don't want to give myself a headache, and if I don't feel comfortable, I just don't go. Simple as that. And I applied for this stupid place in the city, which is also an inky past building. I have no idea what happens in there. But last year I was so nervous I didn't actually go. I should have told my mum to get burnt. I'm going to an interview with a Little Panic. I feel like I was set up. Someone went to visit the house all of a sudden. Was, because, I had a job interview all of a sudden. My mother all of a sudden urgently wanted me to stay here. Then all of a sudden I was depressed about staying here instead of going off. I should have just gone off an hour early like I was planning to and run off and gotten the job. It was a shoo-in job, but I suffered depression when I'm not really into the jobs, but I was going to go. I just have to crawl there. I had to spend 2 hours getting ready because that's how slow I am when I sort of feel like I'm going to a doomsday or something, So, but if I got an interview, I might show up there. I'm going to bring my paint to serve as my hobby that I do when and if they're, a legislative company, they shouldn't pick me up, apparently, because painters love to live a long life. So, I don't know. But, yeah, I applied for that stupid place again. If they interview me, fair enough. But I don't think they'll want me, because I did screw up the interview last year. I think it was last year, like 12 months, last November or so. Maybe it was the year before. Didn't I? I think it was last year though. But yeah, no, I'm still desperate for a job, desperate for money. Earning little bits even if I work full-fledged from home, which is better than nothing, I guess. I'm gonna do that again this week. I was being lazy last week. I was being distracted by a few dozen things that I was doing on the internet, so I didn't log in as often as I did the week before. But I think it's unfair they're not giving me my money with that stupid work from home position. You work there 20 years and they just get more lazy and more lazy. At least they finally pay me. They didn't pay me for a year and a half, and they're probably not going to. And right now they just pay me whatever they feel like. I earned $300 last week. They paid me $90 of the $300. So what? That's like 1/3 of the amount, less than 1/3 of the amount I actually earned. So they just keep their money and build their company. And you just think, what a crap hole. I should quit that job, That's what you think. But they're my supportive references, so I'm not gonna just quit it either. Otherwise, I have absolutely no references, no supportive reference at all, So, one of those not even supportive, but, I hate them because they're not giving me my little monies. You only earn a little bit of money with that bloody job. They wouldn't even give it to me. So I just think, oh, what a crap old job. I'll still do it because I use them as references, but still crap. Who the crapping would want to do that? What a stupid organization. It's what you think, when they don't pay you very much. And you're like going, that's crap. You're crap. This is crap. I don't even like supporting this job. But I'd rather get $100, close to even $90 a week. It's better than nothing. Which is what you have if you give it up. So I'm not going to give it up. I'm just going to call it crap. CRAP. Put on your resume, and they call it, and whatever employs you says, that's a crap job. I'm not going to hire this crapping person. They don't even care. Because whenever you say, oh, look for a chat line, they're like, oh, well, that's like, the worst place in the world anyone would want to work. They're like, that's crap. That's all it is. It's a crapping job. You don't want to be supported by that. But that's all I have most of the time. So I'd rather get $90 to spend a little bit on me than nothing. And I have nothing to spend on me, so that's my logic. Better have a little bit of something than nothing. Because employers don't employ me even if I don't have it on my resume. They just say, "Oh, you've got no freaking experience," and you're like going, "Oh, crap that," So, so it's a pretty crapping life, isn't it? But I've been laying in bed since 5 a.m. thinking about my situation. Still poor, still living in someone else's house. I don't know what I should be doing. Everything's too expensive. I need $5,000 more to have a deposit for any home or apartment that costs $350 or less. $350 grand. But I really need to win the lottery. I want a good place. Sick of cheapy places, but I'm gonna have to settle for a cheapy place someday. Maybe at the end of the year when I'm kicked out. Because I don't have a block to turn to make my life good. I have to bloody cling to bloody something crappy. Because that's my whole crappy life. At least I'm off the threshold of 150. But my income isn't great, so I'd probably prefer a place 150. But I don't know where on earth you should be living. But I hate secondhand houses. I want the minimum threshold of 350 because it's at least a new place. But if they don't keep to the budget, go over budget, I can't afford that. 350, I can't even afford that anyways, because I'm hardly ever working, so. But I'm so sick of living. I'm sick of tolerating other people. I don't want to live with other people, I never want to live with other people again. I want my own place and living by myself. And if someone wants me to live with them one day, well, that would be a first. But I'd be able to live with them, but I'm still going to have my own place. I wouldn't want to live with them. I don't like sharing. I wouldn't want a relationship anyways. I just want to meet and casually. I'm so sick of other people. I don't want to have kids. I'm so sick of people wanting me to have kids. Because everyone has a fantasy that everyone should have a kid. And when you don't have one, you get put under fire for not having a family. People don't want you to have your own house. They don't want you to live there alone. They don't want you to be spending 100 years alone without you having a family of your own, And they think, just because you don't have, a set-up life, just because you don't have the perfect setup, you shouldn't have one, is what they think. And there are millions of people just like me, and they can have whatever they can afford. And that's what you remind yourself. You can have whatever you afford. No one cares. Most people who are married have been married since they were born anyways. They've been set up to be married, And, when you're not that, you're like me, just going day by day, see what happens, And then the married people go, "Oh, you're not good, let's kick you out, because everyone has to be married." And then you're like, "No, you're just been set up with bloody marriage since birth, So, of course it's preferred that you're married sometime. But most guys in Australia, they can't have kids because they made themselves steriles anyways. So a lot of people can't have kids, and so people sleep with guys who are infertile because they've been put themselves to sterile. And then they're like, "What the hell? I've lost I've slept with someone and I can't even get a kid, you know. So you don't listen to all the bitching and bitching. I mean, all these people who are older than you, they just constantly bitch about crap, and you're like going, no offense, like 95%, no, not like 60% of the population is sterile in Australia. You know, they're not able to have kids, and you've got people who can't have kids bitching at you to have relationships where you can and have a kid, and then you get into a relationship with one of them, and what do you know? They're sterile. They can't bloody even have kids. They just want to badger you into a relationship. You know, that doesn't... And now your life is complete my ass. So... So... Yeah... But I can't keep living here. One day my parents gonna kick me out. You know, they don't want me here. I don't want me here. I want my own place, living by myself. And life isn't gonna be any different no matter where I live. I'm not like a highly sought after person. I'm not gonna meet someone and be a best friend all of a sudden. I mean, I could, but not likely. And then I'm not gonna be the most desirable person. No one's gonna be like seriously wanting to treat me good until that I realize I could be with them forever. No way. That's not gonna happen. You've got porn stalking you like porn. You know, people stalk you, you know, and they're not relationships. They're just people who want to stalk, you know, and just be destructive, you know. So, yeah. So nothing's ever gonna change. It's always gonna be like this. Going to the store, walking around the park, coming back to wherever you live, hang around, do your hobbies, have your interests, and that's it. That's all life is for me. You know, you got people, you know, wanting to be jealous of you because your life is so simple, I guess is the way you call it. It's not what they want for you, but I call it the good life. That's where things are great. You do everything you want, you're just not doing everything you could be doing. I mean, I would love to have a family, but I'm not convinced I can actually have kids anymore. So I'm probably gonna skip that. Just continue doing what I do. One day I'll have to dye my hair. The other day I might have to put on makeup every day. Even when just going outside or something, I don't know, but I think this is it. That's my train. I'm not really that upset. I'm just upset that I don't know. Sometimes I guess it would be better if I got pregnant and had a family, but I'm not gonna get pregnant anytime soon. I don't even want to because it's problematic for someone my age, and I can already tell it's gonna be a big problem. Put something in there. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's not gonna be easy. So it's a stupid idea, I think. So I'm just gonna veto that. Continue on doing my stuff. And who knows, someday I might be financially rewarded. I might make it or something. No, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But it'd be nice if I did make it. I want to practice my art a lot more, but I've got so much art. I'd have to give it away for 5 cents or less to be able to practice it generally. I've got 5 cents art online now. Yeah, I can't keep filling up my room with art. The only thing about art is, it's bloody bulky. And it takes up space, so you notice when you've got old art hanging around. So my art's not really that great yet, but I wouldn't mind developing it until I can do a pretty good artwork. I just don't know what to do to make it popular. So I choose the most popular designs to try and promote them the most. But even they lose popularity. Like, I was doing so well with a couple of my designs, and then they just fell flat in their face. I couldn't get money out of them anymore, so I guess you just have to keep experimenting. You don't know what's going to be popular or not. So, but I've still got all this stuff. I've got so much junk and everything. That's why I could use my own place, but I just can't afford it yet. Still looking for a job. And the good thing is that I'm earning more money online than I have in a while, so maybe in the future my online activities will be doing better to the point where I can make money and say, yeah, I've got a job, I'm earning money offline. But I don't know if I'll get to that point, but at the moment it seems like it's going up a little bit. So maybe eventually I might. And then I can afford my camera. I'm wanting a camera. I want a new camera to take pictures, and I want a telescope to take pictures of the moon and the sky and the planets. Because you can get a telescope which you can take pictures, and that would be awesome. I'm gonna look at the ceiling now. Oh, I have to get out of this bed. Oh, my neck feels funny. I was just twisting my head to an uncomfortable standard. I'm gonna get up, start my day, doing nothing much but job hunting, filling out online forms, and studying. Oh, I gotta redo an annoying assignment. I'm probably gonna get it wrong. I have no idea what they're bloody asking you to do. They say, oh, age. You get age, but how old is the age of the bloody segment that you've chosen? And you're like, well, I've abandoned the segment to give a personal profile to an individual. And you're like, well, maybe you should be more clinically explaining the segment as well as the individual. I don't know. Freaking hell, I've been segmenting this individual for what, 6 months? I don't know. Stupid. What a stupid bloody course. I'm gonna be in a bad mood until I get it right, because it's just like, it's like being spat back at me. I think I've answered it well, and then it spits back at me. So I've got 3 answers. I reduced 7 wrong answers to 3 wrong answers. So now I've got to work on the 3 left over. It's gonna come back. I don't know. I don't have a clue how to fix it up. You know, one of them's too wishy-washy. I think one of them must be the one that I thought was clever. It sort of goes around in a circle and explains things that you think are detached, but then, you know, it forms a circle at the end. You know, so they said, oh, we want it more direct. So I think that's one of the things I got wrong, and I'm like, okay, more direct. I'm gonna go for a walk first. I don't think I have to walk anywhere special. No, I'm just gonna go for a general walk around the park. I have to put mosquito insect repellent on because the mosquitoes are active at the moment. They're so active, like, I literally have like over 10 biting me throughout the whole entire walk around the park if I don't have insect repellent on, so I have to keep putting it on. And then they go away when it's on. It actually works, insect repellent. I highly recommend it. I was using it quite a while ago, which is why I have some on hand, so I've been using it the past couple of days, and I'm like, that's so much better, they go away. So I'm gonna do that, come back. I want to get some piano practice done today. I want piano practice a regular thing. And I'm gonna study, go online, do my forms, fill in a few things, do a few posts. And then I'm going to do some piano practice, and then I don't know, dinner? What on earth is there for dinner? Nothing? Pasta? I know. We had leftovers yesterday. I made the best pizza in the world. It's actually not very fluffy, but it was still okay. I would have that again, but homemade pizza you get sick of. But I did try last Friday when I made pizza. My parent bought some spare chicken and stuff from the takeaway store. So I tried red rooster buttermilk wings. I don't usually eat wings because I don't usually like wings, but I ate these ones, and they're really good with the buttermilk. So you can actually taste a big difference, I think. You can tell it's been dunked in buttermilk before it's been cooked, and it tastes really good. So I was really impressed with the taste of the buttermilk. But saying that, I'm not really that impressed with meat usually. I only eat it sometimes, most of the time, because I don't really like to eat meat. I don't like thinking of the animals it's slaughtering it. I don't really like the prospect of eating meat, so I don't eat it very often, but I do eat it. Just for, it generally picks you up a little bit, so I do like to eat it a little bit, but I'm not really in love with meat. I really love vegetarian food. That's my main passion. I only eat meat on the side sometimes. But saying that, I was impressed by these wings. If I were traveling or something and we picked up takeaway, I'd probably want